Okay, I've got something here that I'm very proud of, okay? We brought this here. I've designed this, put this together. It's just, there are 4 major grading companies. There's Annex, ICG, NGC, and PCGS. First day of issue, Annex is exclusive to us. First day of issue, ICG, exclusive to us here at HSN. PCGS is one of the most popular grading companies out there, okay? One of the most popular grading companies on the planet, okay? What we have got here is the Premier Edition. It took a 1.5 years of negotiating with PCGS to come up with this special label, some things that have never, ever, ever been done before. So we've got the Premier, which is exclusive to us here at HSN. I'll explain why that's so important here in just a minute. We have got the special, and while the coin says here 1 of 10,000, which is what this is limited to, and that number, you don't individually number PCGS coins. We're able to put out a certificate of authenticity with the Premier hologram on it from PCGS that individually numbers the coin. That individually numbers the coin. So the hologram itself. The hologram itself from PCGS that says Premier. It's never been done before, so each coin is literally going to be individually numbered for the very first time. Secondly, when you look at PCGS, which is probably the most popular of all the grading companies, they grade the most coins, I believe, over the course of years. When you look at that, they have the thing called a population report. So when you buy a coin, okay, when you buy a coin, and you see all the different labels that are out there, and everybody collects different labels. And when you see all of those labels that are out there, they all go into the population report. So it says 2017 Eagle. So all the myriad of 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 different labels are all in that just mint state 70, with one exception. Premier has its own section of the PCGS population report. And coin collectors, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the POP report or the population report. It is the very first time that they have segmented their population report. So what it comes down to is this label, this Premier label, is the single most desirable PCGS label and most limited PCGS label on the planet today, period. Because it is segmented. The other ones you're not exactly sure. Not only is it segmented so that they report this individually, but you also get the certificate that individually numbers it as well. All of that absolutely unique, and all of that 100% exclusive to us here on HSN.
That's
I understand.
Cool.
We did this, and this is the president of Collector. That's my partner. He spent literally 1.5 years putting this thing together so that everything is 100% buttoned up, as you can see right there. That's the Premier hologram that is the absolute critical part of what you're doing here. And this is available absolutely, positively nowhere else except through me, except through us. And on television, HSN, absolutely, positively exclusive. It has been so phenomenally popular. This is only the second airing I've ever done of this coin. The very first airing that I had, I did it in prime time, we sold almost 1,000 coins, which is 10% of the entire mintage. Now keep in mind, the Premier, as you can see, since it's 1 of 10, once we get to 10,000, which for PCGS, I mean, if you add up all their labels, they may do 60, 70, 80,000 mint state 70 perfect American Eagles. But the rarest of all that is going to be the Premier, and you can segment it. You can see that it's separated. You can see that it's a different segment. You can see the rarity and collectability every time that you look, and that is unique to all of the labels and all of the things they have ever done. They have never before authorized that their hologram, okay, is to be used to differentiate this, and then we can put an actual number to the coin. So this coin is number 101
and it has
of
the 70 on there too, the
It has the certified 70, limited to 10,000. The Premier PCGS hologram. The hologram is unique. The hologram is exclusive. It is all exclusive. This comes with every coin that you have. So PCGS 70, that is unlike anything that has ever been been done in the industry before. This is absolutely paradigm shifting.
I've never seen that.
Nobody has ever seen this.
We've never seen the premiere.
Guy, if you've been in the coin business for 30 years, never seen this before.
Wow. All right, well, we've got some information for you, and when Mike